G'day guys, Jack the Bear here on a Friday. Couldn't get into my fucking studios today, so I guess that's a good thing. So I'm just doing this little video from the car. Today I want to talk to you about mental health and the effect of mental health on us. As I mentioned in a post earlier on today, 1 in 4 people in the community suffer from some kind of mental illness, be it depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, you name it. And in the artistic creative world, about 1 in 3, which is an extraordinary figure when you think about it. The government's been spending a lot of money on the road toll, and that's certainly a very worthy thing. Every life is precious. And but we've got more people who are committing suicide. We have more people who suffer from mental illness, and the government probably spending less money on that. But here's the thing. The government isn't going to fix it for us. And we can't expect the government to fix shit for us. I'm just going to share with you my story with mental health, and it's merely my story, and I'm only going to invite you to consider a few things I'm going to put out there. I may not make a lot of friends out of this, but this video isn't designed for me to find a new best friend. I already have one of those, and his name is Jack the Bear. I think for most of us, while I understand that mental health is a very complex issue, and there's a lot to do with chemistry in the brain and shit like that, and I'm no doctor or a neurologist or a psychotherapist. I have no fucking qualifications in any of this other than my own experience. But I think that most of us, the reason why we get stuck into a lot of mental health issues is because of our story. It's our past that holds us back, and it's the reason why we stay where we are with our foot nailed to the floor, because it allows us to justify why we are where we are. And when we identify with an illness, when we say, I am depressed, I am anxious, that's what you are. And that's how you always are going to roll in the world, and you paint yourself into a corner. You remain there, where we would reframe that and say, I'm a person who's currently experiencing some depression, or I'm a person who is experiencing anxiety. You automatically open up your mind to possibilities to be able to help get over it, or at the very least manage it better. And some ways that you can help manage mental illness include things like, well, first of all, the mental framing around it. I think it's very important. Now, of course, there are people that have some severe chemical imbalances in the brain that do require some kind of pharmaceutical approach. I get that. But as I said, I'm speaking for at least half of us. 1 in 2 of us, I think, fall in this category. We reframe it, and then we start thinking about things like this. Our diet. Very fucking important. Clean eating. If you can make sure that what you eat predominantly comes off a tree or from the ground and is preferably organically grown and put together, that's a good start. The company that you keep. If you're going to hang around people that are always down, always saying they're depressed and this and that and living their fucking story over and over, that's not going to help you break away from that. The mainstream media. Holy fuck, if there's one thing that is insidious and poisons your mind by stealth, it's the mainstream media, because they're always going to sit there and tell you how shit things are and how shit you are and how you're never going to be good enough and how you're never going to fit in, and you name everything else. It's just going to completely compound how shit you're already feeling. Switch off from the mainstream media, kids. It is completely fucked up. And last but not least, and most importantly, just learn to love yourselves. Self-esteem is everything, guys. I'm telling you now. If my experience is anything to go by, self-esteem is going to help you go much further than anything else, because once you start getting there, that creates the foundation for you to be able to do things like eat better, have better company, and live a better life. Mental health is a very big deal. I don't discount it. I don't trivialize it. But the first step for most of us is to reframe the situation by not identifying as being depressed, as being anxious, as being all these things. Taking care of the diet, being mindful of the people that you hang around with, getting off the mainstream media, and those things will be a great launching pad for you to get off to a better life. I'm not saying it's going to cure everything. I'm not saying it's going to be the miracle fix, but it's certainly going to put you in better stead to set you up for a better, happier life. And as I said, happiness is your fucking birthright. All right, kids, I'm out of here. Have a beautiful Friday. I love you fuckers. Please remember, be nice to each other, but more importantly, be nice to yourselves. All right, catch you later. See ya.